All right, so this is now the price presentation and the 4 jabs. This is right after we just did the customized training package sheet to go over the features of their program. And now we're going to discuss pricing. They said the only thing stopping them from joining is budget. So now we're going to talk only about budget. So Mr. and Mrs. Jones, like I said, we're going to customize a training package to you. The first thing that you're noticing is that we have a one-time enrollment fee of $99. That $99 enrollment fee is going to cover your entire PT journal, your 12 eval sessions that you have throughout your program, those measurements we talked about, your written workouts, and of course those 23 pages of nutrition that we spoke of. It also gets you access to your virtual trainer. That one-time enrollment fee of $99 covers all of that. Does that make sense? Are you comfortable with paying that? Great. Now let's talk about picking a plan. As you can see, the 12 days is our 3 times a week program. If you were to do that with your schedule, it'd be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'd have that training session, and that would end up being $720 for the entire month. If you're doing twice a week with us, obviously we'd start the week right and end the week right. Of course, we can move the days however you like, and that once every month package would be $520. And then taking a look over here, we have our once a week plan, the 4 days. We'd start the week right, and this one time a week package is only $300 for the month. So taking a look here, I could tell probably Mr. and Mrs. Jones that you'd like to do the 3 times a week program. Is that in the budget for you? Now guys, this is where we're gonna be doing the 4 jabs. So again, when we say, is that in the budget for you? Most of the time, they're gonna say no. So we got Mr. and Mrs. Jones between $300 and $520. What could you afford? And I'll customize something to you again. So again, I'm gonna say that one more time. Mrs. Jones, Mr. Jones, I'm sure you'd love to do the $720. Is that something that you could afford? No? Between the $300 and the $520, what could you comfortably do? And I'll customize something to you. That is jab number 1. If they pick anything, we got the deal. Jab number 2 is if they don't pick any of these. They say something like, I can't even do the once a week. I can't even do the 300. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, we're looking at the $300 a month plan. Out of that 300, what could you comfortably do? What could you put down comfortably? So I'm saying, again, out of the 300, what could you comfortably do? Maybe half that? $150? Awesome. So what I'm hearing is we're $150 away from being able to do this program every month. Jab number 3. We're now going to reduce this to the ridiculous. Mrs. Jones, Mr. Jones, so we're $150 away. Let's think about that. There's 4 weeks in the month. Man, we're looking at about $35 a week that we're away. Level with me. Is $35 a week really gonna break the bank? If it is, I get it, but level with me. Is $35 really gonna break the bank? This is jab number 3, and this is called reducing to the weekly. Reducing to the weekly. Now, still sometimes they may say, oh, I get it, 35 seems so small, but it's that monthly amount. No problem. Mr. Jones, we're only $35 away. Wouldn't it make sense to maybe go back to maybe some of our nutritional habits and cut back on some of the things that we are doing? Earlier you said you were willing to cut back on about 50% of this. I mean, let's talk about it. What's 50% of all those bad habits? We're probably at least at $35 a week. So let's do this. I'm gonna customize a plan to you that's a little bit cheaper, Mr. Jones. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a training session for the first 3 weeks of the month. At the end of the month, you're still gonna do your eval session so we know you're improving. But instead of you paying the $300 a month, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this plan just $240 a month. You train 3 times a month with the trainer. You still do your eval session, so it's like you're training 1 time a week. Knowing I can get it down to $240 a month, does that make it a little bit easier? If they still object, no problem. Well, your payment today would be $240. plus the 99. So technically your first payment would be $339. What we'll do today is we'll just take half, which in this scenario would be $175, and we'll push the other $174 to your next payday. That way you don't even see the thing come out. A whole month after that initial payment, it'll then just be the normal $240, making it a lot easier for you to join. If they still object, still can't do it, no problem. At least tell me this: if training was free, you'd do it, right? Okay, good. And then that's where we'd ask for a Yelp review. Hey, just leave a good review, say that LA Fitness has amazing trainers. If you need anybody, go see me. That way, if someone ever wants a trainer and wants to purchase a trainer here in the city, they can. Will you do that for me? That'll help out my reputation a lot. Great, look forward to seeing you. I'm gonna give you another free session for posting me that Yelp review. Hope you have a great day. Guys, that would be the price presentation plus the 4 jabs.